How to pull the tired landlord leads in XLeads step by step. Guys, it's Rick Ginn, and today I'm going to walk you through a tutorial on how to get some of the best wholesaling leads by finding landlords that just don't want these properties anymore. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I'm on our home page of XLeads, and you have two ways that you can do this. You can click the property leads button, or you can come over to the lead pipes and your property leads buttons will pop up right here. Let me get in there. Let's just pick something random. Let's call it, let's do Charleston, South Carolina. See if I can find it on here. Bingo. It's a good population. And you'll notice when we first start, the bar will be spinning at the bottom and it'll spit out a number of owners under there. So right off the bat, 59,026. So what I want to do, if I'm looking for owners that possibly own properties free and clear and have owned them for a long time. Now, how do I do that? I don't know. Now, if you have no experience and you're looking for the tired landlords, I want you to come down and basically, if you click this arrow right here, you'll have pre-filled in filters to find your best, highest motivated list. Now, what it's called on this tired landlord is the same thing as what we call a bored investor. And if you click on this question mark, it'll tell you absentee owners who have owned the property for a long period of time. Two ways. Landlords have owned the property for 10 years and there's no record of a transfer. You can read the rest of it. It's right here on the screen. So what I do is I click that and then I watch my search criteria. We started at 59,000 and let's see what we come back with. We're down to 4,423. Now that's a lot more manageable, but let's get deeper into it and let's find out how to find the highest and most motivated landlords that we can get a deal with today with wholesaling. So we've included that. Now, at any time, you can do your list stacking with inside of XLeads, which is really cool. If you want to click on if they were delinquent with their tax activity, if you want to do the ones that are just free and clear, you can find the ones that are in foreclosure. Remember, the more you do of this, the smaller the list gets, but the more the motivation goes up. Now, before I do that, if you come over here to the exclude side, and you'll see it says results will be filtered to exclude these properties with the selected lead types. What do I want to exclude? Well, I really don't want active listings. They're not going to be very motivated. And then I'm also going to exclude active investor owned. Bottom line is you can read the little disclaimer in here. It'll say properties that are owned with multiple properties and at least one of these properties purchased in the last 3 years. That means they're in the process of acquiring, so they're probably not going to sell. I am going to go ahead and exclude active investor owned. And then if you watch down here, the searching, it's spinning, and let's see what number we come up with. I ran through the filters and we're down to basically 4,400 properties. I know what you're thinking, Rick, I need a list a little bit better, a little bit more high motivated. I hear you. Now, what you can do is if you want to find a deeper pain and a higher motivation, you could go on the pre-sorted filters like we have here on XLeads, and you could do properties that are only tax delinquent activity. And let's see what we can pull up in there. It's 0, so that's not going to be a good one. Remember, a lot of these are critical when we filter them down because they get down to the bare essentials. Now, maybe we just do the ones that are free and clear. Why? Because the more equity they have in it, the more chance that they can negotiate with you or maybe even give you creative financing. You're down to 2,581. I know what you're thinking, like, hey, Rick, how can I get this down to the most motivated people? Perfect. So what you can do is go up to the filters on the upper right-hand corner here, and you can do a deeper dive. And in this section, you can dive in and you can make it even more motivated. Now, if you'll notice on here, I had condos by accident. I don't want condos. I'm going to remove those and I'm going to remove townhomes. So it's spinning there and it's going to spit me out a new number. And this is how you polish off your list. At any time, you can adjust your filters. Make sure you understand which ones you exactly want. So if you look on this, the property types, you can do single, multi, apartment, and other. I'm going to take apartment off there to just kind of show you simplification. And let's see what number we come up with here on the bottom. And now we've narrowed it down to basically 1,454 leads. But you want to go deeper, and I like your thinking. So here's what we do. I like to go under owner information and then do owner types. And so since I'm looking for single family houses from one individual investor, I'm going to erase that part. Now, let's dwindle this list down. So say you want to deal with rental properties with a maximum of, say, $270,000. If that's your price, and maybe that's the average median, I don't know if it is for that. And let's process it and see. So we were 1454 before, and let's see what XLeads spits us out. So this gets us down to 104 properties. So what we can do is click on see results, and you have a list. Now you can sort this list by distance. You can do it by bed baths, by square feet. You can do it by market value. So if I do this on market value, I can look at either the most expensive or the least expensive, depending on what order you want to do it. And so right here, I did the most expensive ones, and you can just work your way down on that. Now say, if you look on here for convenience, guys, you have basically the retail value, which was basically going to be your ARV, which is the after repair value. It'll give you a rental rate, and it'll give you a wholesale score. Why this is so important, if you're brand new and you've never done a wholesale deal before and you want to know what the target to buy the property, the wholesale is a great cheat sheet for you. Why? Because it doesn't start with your maximum offer. It starts with would be a really low offer. And if you want to learn more how to do that, go over to freewholesaling.com. We teach you in detail on how to use what we call the go for no strategy and how you can use XLeads to really pull as many motivated sellers as you want in your market. You do have to learn to talk to them. Make sure you go over to freewholesaling.com to understand. Now, say I want to take this lead, I click there, I add it to my leads, and now I can click onto the property, and then you're going to have all the value, all the information in there, and you can do a deep dive and put it into your database. And guys, one extra step that you can do in XLeads, not only do you get the CRM, you get to pull the list of your motivated sellers, you can go in here and simply click the comp button, and it will help you come up with all the numbers. And then what you do is you decide which comps you want to add to it, and you can find the ones that are most like it, and you can just do a click mark here. I'm just doing this for an example to kind of show you. So if I pick the first three just like that, it'll give me an average sales comp of $259,000, $419. Why is that important? Number one, I spent less than 30 seconds doing the comp, which most people get hung up. And number two, I just provided you with over 100 motivated seller leads in the Charleston, South Carolina market. Guys, you can do this anywhere in the United States. It doesn't matter what state you're in. XLeads works in all your states. If you want to get your tired landlord motivated seller list at your fingertips, be able to put it in your CRM, get help with actually getting dispo software and help you market these properties. XLeads is the only all-in-one wholesaling software out there. You owe it to yourself to check it out. If you're just getting started, my recommendation is just start out with the basic plan. If you do the yearly one, it's only $49 a month. There is no other competitor that can do anything close to XLeads, much less even come within half of our price. Guys, take advantage of it. XLeads was founded for the wholesaler in mind. I've been wholesaling over 21 years. I love that I can build a software from the ground up and show you how a real wholesaler wants this information. Remember, this is built from wholesalers. We do what we need, which is exactly what you need. Go to xleads.com. Find a plan that fits for you and get started today. Put XLeads to work for you to find the best motivated seller lists in your market. And guys, if you enjoyed this value, want to see more videos just like this. Now guys, another tip I can share for you, if you want to find more tired landlords, go to your local county courthouse or find these leads online. They're called the eviction list. These are people that are being evicted out of their house by the landlord. And this is the perfect opportunity to find landlords that are tired, sick of doing all the repairs that tenants and don't want to rent it out again. This is the sweet spot to buy a great deal as a wholesaler from a tired landlord. Don't hesitate and get your eviction list. Add that to your tired landlord lease in XLeads. It is the perfect combo. Now, guys, if you got value from this video, do me a favor, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and go over to XLeads YouTube channel where we share tutorials like this on a weekly basis. And we also go live every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time, either me and Zach, or it's just one of us. But we believe in our software. We own it. And it's what the wholesaling market has been missing. Guys, go ahead and take advantage. Go to xleads.com. This is Rick Ginn. I'll see you in the next video.